Hi everybody, it's Dr. Mildred, your board certified pediatrician and children's behavioral coach. I coach parents of children with challenging behaviors to better support and manage them. So today, guys, we're here to talk about consistency. Consistency is one of the most important for children. Children need consistency, okay? So what I mean by that is whenever you tell your child that there is going to be a certain consequence for an action, you need to make sure that you are willing to follow through with that consequence. That is being consistent. Children bet. They take their odds. So if 9 out of 10 times you say you're going to do something and mommy doesn't do it, they're going to take their chance that 9 out of 10 times you're not going to do it. But if 9 out of 10 times you actually do what you say you're going to do, then that's being consistent, and they will be less likely to take those risks and take those chances because the odds are not in their favor and the odds are against them. So be consistent. Never make promises that you are not willing to keep. So if you say, if you do this one more time, I'm going to do that, you need to be prepared and make sure that you're willing to do just that. So that's the first thing about consistency. Secondly, let's remember, kids don't come here knowing everything. We have to teach them right from wrong. We have to teach them all the things that we need them to know because they don't come knowing it automatically. So being consistent, saying things over and over, being on the same page with your spouse, the significant other, is another thing as far as being consistent. People need to be on the same page. If you get in trouble with me for instance, not saying ma'am or sir, then the spouse or guardian or other significant other, step parent, whatever, needs to also be on the same page, and you should expect the same things from kids all the time. So think about kids that are in different houses. Maybe they spend some time with mom and at home here, and then they go on weekends and stay with dad, or vice versa. You guys have to think. It can be hard on children when there are two sets of rules. So people don't usually think about that. But if you think about a child, that means a child has to adapt to both situations and both environments. So sometimes we can be hard on kids and not realizing that they are having to adapt. So they do one thing one way to appease one parent, and then they come over to this home and they're doing things a different way to appease that parent. And sometimes they may get confused and not always get it right. So let's do remember that and cut them on just a little bit of slack. But consistency, it would be best if both parents or guardians were on the same page and there was structure and the discipline was consistent on both sides. That would make it easier for the parents, and it will also make it easier for the children not have to adapt their behavior so much, okay? Another reason for being consistent, when you know what to expect, you know what you need to do. So when kids don't know what to expect, how can they possibly perform if they don't even know what to expect? So consistency is so very, very important. So parents, please don't make promises that you cannot keep. If you say there's going to be a consequence to an action, then you need to be willing to follow through with that consequence, or do not promise that consequence, okay? So pick a consequence that you are willing to fulfill. And you have to realize certain times kids will realize, it doesn't take a lot of time to, oh, mommy or daddy means business. They're really going to do what they say they're going to do, and they're going to try you a lot less often. So it makes parenting and discipline and structure so much easier for you and for the kids. They have to have consistency. They have to have structure. So try to be on the same page. Make sure that you're not making promises that you cannot keep. Do not bribe. Do not use bribery, because every time the bribery is going to have to get bigger and bigger. Do not bribe kids. That's even with candy, food, toys. Do not bribe your children. Set rules. Stick to those rules. Stick to your consequences. Okay? All right, guys, it was going to be real quick today, just talking about consistencies. As usually, if you guys have questions, just put them in the comments. Again, you know who I am. I'm Dr. Mildred, your board certified pediatrician and your children's behavior coach. Connect with me across social media at Dr. Mildred Peeds. That's Dr. Dr. Mildred, Mildred Peeds, Peds. Your kids deserve it. See you next time.